Hi, I'm Jean Szulc and welcome. In this video, I'm going to talk about modes and how you can explore the sound of each mode to create beautiful harmonies for your composition. So the basic concept of everything is that every mode has kind of a few specificities about them, and those specificities create a very specific sound to them. So basically, each mode kind of has its own sound. We can leverage this to create chords and harmonies using the modes, and it sounds really awesome. Let me just give an example so that we can have all of this into perspective. Let's say we have the major mode or the Ionian mode. It's basically the major scale, right? Then we can extract a sound from it. It's just that major scale sound. But like we also have other major modes. When we think about the major scale, we can have, for example, the Lydian mode, which has a different sound to it because it has one note that is different when compared to the Ionian mode. It has an augmented fourth. Another example we could think about is minor. If we have like the minor scale or the Aeolian mode, and if we compare it to the Dorian mode has a major sixth, which already gives another sound to it. So it has another atmosphere, basically. Using those, like having those specificities in mind and finding ways of using those in your compositions will give you a whole new horizon of possibilities that you can explore. So first, let's find ways in which we can create chord with it. Basically, what we can do is simply add what's specific about each mode to a chord. So if we think about a major chord or a C major chord, in this case, for instance, we have basically C, E, and G, right? We have the root, the thirds, and the fifth. And this is how it sounds. However, if we want this to sound a little different, if we want to give it a little bit of leading, for example, if we want to bring a little bit of color into it, we could perhaps add what's specific about leading to the chord. So we could add an augmented fourth, which would be an F sharp. So if we add that into the chord, this is what we would have. Also, we could, for example, experiment with other formations. Instead of having a chord built in thirds, we could have a chord built in fourths, which has another like sound to it. It's basically the same chord, except it is built in fourths. And hear how it sounds. If we are thinking about minor, if we want to give a little bit of color into a minor chord, for instance, we could actually add, instead of like having a Lydian to major, we could use Dorian into minor, just like I said. So instead of adding an augmented fourth, we will add a major sixth. It will bring a whole new sound to it. So let's listen to it. So hear how a minor chord sounds. Hear how it sounds if we add a major sixth to it. And here is a Dorian chord, once again, except it's built on fourths. And you can do this all day. You can take all the modes and you can combine them in different situations. So for example, if you have a major chord or a minor chord that you just think sounds boring in a particular moment, you can add a few other notes to it, thinking about the modes, and see what brings new color to your music and what sounds good in the context you're composing in. So I was going to write a few examples for a string orchestra so that you can have more of an idea. They were basically a few chunks of music, like 3 or 4 measures long, that showcase different situations in which you could find yourself while composing. But here's the thing, I accidentally realized that they sound good if they are played together as a whole piece. So like the thing is, it shows that this kind of method for writing harmonies is very useful because they are very versatile. You can group together various harmonies and various contexts into one, and you can write a piece using only this. So here's what I accidentally wrote. And the thing is, I didn't change anything from like, I basically wrote some chops using like quarto harmony, like regular harmony built in thirds, in different contexts, and then I just played everything together. And here's how it sounds. So like, don't expect it to sound fantastic, but this goes to show that if you like spend time finding ways to group them all together in a way that sounds good, if you're planning it, then you can write like fantastic pieces of music with fantastic harmony, with fantastic sound. So let's listen to it. So what I want to see you guys doing is do this for yourself. I want to see what you compose using this concept, and I want to see like quick examples. Just practice this, like write a small piece, or if you write a gigantic piece, even better, then send it to me. I want to see it. So I would like to ask you guys to post it on YouTube, to like share it somewhere and share it with me, because I would love to see what you can come up with using this simple concept. Also, don't be afraid to look into other modes. For example, if you use the harmonic minor scale, you will have completely different modes. If you use the melodic minor scale, then you will have even more different modes, differenter, you know, and this can bring like so many possibilities to your harmonic writing. And we have already talked about harmony in other videos, so if you're interested in learning more about this, I will link a few videos here on the cards, because like there is a lot you can learn when it comes to harmony, you know, like there's just so much you can learn, and just learning harmony will expand your horizons a whole lot, because you will have a lot more possibilities to write. Really, it's like adding more colors to your palette. You will be able to paint more things, and the thing is, knowing all of this, you don't have to know specific examples of this. You just have to experiment with this. That's why this kind of like harmony writing is so fantastic, because you can experiment with it all day and you would like create new things forever. Like you have so many possibilities. And if you're interested in learning more about this, don't forget to subscribe, because I will post a lot more just like this. Don't forget to leave a like, because this helps me and allows me to know that this is helping you. Also, leave a comment down below, please. It's really good to read your comments. Like it just gives me a whole lot of like will to record more. And not only that, I have created a Google form, which I've put here in the description, in which you can send me your questions, send me the stuff you don't understand about music composition, and I will try to answer it for you in the video. So don't forget to do all this stuff. Thank you a lot for watching. I'll see you next time.